Hi, my name is Momo. Pronouns they, them, theirs. And pronouns are how people like to refer to an honored in third person. They can also very much change and they are fluid like myself. But here, I just want to let you know this is a session called Sweet Sensual Sorcery. It's really like a crash course of energy rules and the connection between sexuality and sexuality being very fluid and very um, intersectional. And for this is for the Masters in Johnson Sexuality Symposium, sponsored by Sexual Health Education Specialization at Washington University in St. Louis, the Brown School of Social Work. The symposium is not intended for audiences under the age of 18 due to the conversations around sex and sexuality. Some things to prep for is we will spend about 10 minutes or so talking about um, what I would consider energy and the alignment to energy. So you might want to pause this video, maybe grab a pen or a notebook, or just have something ready to type for notes. And then about 20 minutes or so is going to some like live instruction and movement to kind of put those into practice, both of those two things. Oh, and also if you want, please grab water throughout this process. Feel free to do whatever you want. Um, per my instruction or not, do what your body feels called to do at this time. And also, I do not own the rights to any of the music that is playing, just to put that out there. Okie dokie, we are going to start, but I'm going to start by just bringing us into the space and setting some intentions. So, if you want, go ahead and get into a comfortable seated position, however you like. If you need to bring the floor up to you, feel free. I like to place a pillow under my sit bones to help bring the support up to me. If you want, you can maybe roll your shoulders up to your ears and bring them back down. I call on my ancestors, my ancestors, my guides, protectors, and elders. I welcome you into this space. I welcome you to guide me through this practice, to speak my truth, to be authentic as possible, to honor Indigenous land, Indigenous practices, and acknowledge that I am a settler on land that does not belong to me. I call on you to allow me to speak organically and speak from the heart. And give a few moments in silence. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, y'all. So 10 minutes is not a long time to discuss around energy and the connection between movement, physicality, which is movement, mental, emotional, and then thinking of our system, the system of cells, our universe, our what's within us on a fifth dimensional, a fifth dimensional process. So let me just go ahead and just start with the basics. So I want to discuss chakras. There are 7 main ones, but there are many energy wells throughout our body. My expertise is very Americanized, very modern. So I invite you to, if you are interested in this topic, feel free to pick up books, specifically from East Asian folks, things that are written from India. I suggest that you pick up those books if you really want the root of yoga practice and even understanding of chakras. Chakras are Hmm. Very loosely, I would say wills, but that's a very modern term. So in our bodies, we have triangles. Our entire body, our entire cells are made of triangles. Triangles are, our pyramids are the strongest foundations. And so when those are blocked, they stop spinning, but there should always be spinning. So back to, I'm looking at my chakra book over here, but it's called Chakra Healing. That's a really good book. I forgot who it's by because I can't see the name from my bookshelf. But anyway, there are seven. So I'm going to start with them from the root, the spine, all the way up to the crown. So starting with the root. The root is red. And this is our security. This is our attachment. This is us being grounded. And then, as I'm explaining chakras, know that they are Sanskrit names. Sanskrit names are very sacred, and it's very important to know them because, again, with English language, it leaves a lot of room for interpretation. And then energy is also vibrations, and so is the words that we speak. So I just want to acknowledge that too. So the root chakra is the I am, the grounding I am. For me, I am fluid, right? And then if it's like at the base of our spine, if we go up and we'll be focused on the sacral. Sacral is my expertise, I would say, or at least where I like to focus. And that is I feel. And in this space, this is where we store emotions. It's the orange color, it's where we store emotions, where we create from. It's our divine creation. And I don't mean in a very binary way. I mean that we are creating, whether it's through our clothes or what we're cooking, what are we doing? So it's that creation. And then my second one that I really, really am connected to is my solar plexus. And that's yellow and it's above the belly button. Yes. So the sacral is below the belly button. I have to touch it as I'm doing it. The solar plexus is yellow, and it is I do, and this is what charges us to do things. Our self-esteem. The center of our power is our gut, right? You hear people say, trust your gut. That is our gut feeling. And if we move up, we have our heart. And our heart is a green one, and it is I love. Most facilitators say that sometimes we forget to love ourselves. It's always like, oh, love everyone else, but really how we govern ourselves in protection. And this is compassion. How do we show compassion for others, but also ourselves? If we move up, we have the throat, and the throat is blue, and it is I speak, right? And this is literally the communication that we speak verbally. And again, as far as speaking is powerful. Then if we move up, we have our third eye. I feel like my my solar plexus, my third eye, and my crown are very much intertwined with each other. They are all intertwined, but this is really like the gut, the center of um, I see. What do you see? Your intuition, right? And then we have crown, a little bit above our heads, which is um, hmm, our spiritual connection. So this really zips up all of our energy wells. But this is a very, very basic understanding. This does not give chakras justice at all. So I just want to acknowledge that. What else to know about the chakras? So yeah, how is it connected to my movement? It goes into the alignment. Everything as far as what I know about my practice is for that alignment. So if one energy system is out of whack, think of it as you're the CEO of your own space, right? Something's out of whack. Then meditation will be off, or maybe I'm not creating right. The best way I can think about it, if I go back to the orange, that sweet sensation of our sacrals, that when that is out of whack, maybe it's because I have some internalized feelings around just like my queerness, right? I might not be able to create from a space, or organic space. And so this is pretty much what the workshop is about, is for us to tap into that creative energy, tap into that connection between us. And what got me interested in this topic is because with sexuality, it's always like, oh yeah, masturbate and like self pleasure. But if I have something blocked, if I have shame, how can I really be in tune with my masturbation or in tune with my sex magic? And sex magic is that energetic manifestation, like why I'm in my practice of solo sex is what I call it. How am I manifesting? How am I healing myself? What am I bringing into my space? As yeah, some things to note is that you can also use crystals. I also say that crystals are very powerful. They are the concentration of energy, crystallized energy, and they can also help when you are practicing movement, when you are meditating. Crystals are really good. I also say that try to look for ethical ways that they are sourced, specifically from an indigenous person, buy them from if you can, and cleanse them. And I say cleanse them on what speaks to you. For me, holding my crystals is cleansing for me. Me breathing on it, breathing power into it is good for me. And that's pretty much all I want to say for that section. If you want, you can pause it and then kind of get comfortable. I'm going to start playing music, but the last thing I want to say is that it's sacral is I feel. So what are you feeling like right now? What do you feel? What do you want to feel like? And think of the color orange. You can wear orange, you can eat orange, you can maybe buy some amber or buy some honey or just think of sweetness. How do you want to sweeten yourself up as you're healing, as you're thinking about what does it mean to occupy space and move within space in an erotic way. In an erotic way doesn't have to, or a sensual way, it doesn't have to be for someone else, it can be for yourself. Okay, so we're going to do the movement now. So go ahead and get grounded. I'm going to sit back a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. You can start by just swaying side to side. Maybe inhale to the right and then inhale to the left. Inhale to the right and then exhale to the left. Maybe do some torso circles, placing your hands, if the crisscross applesauce on your knees. If you feel comfortable and if this is accessible, feel free to maybe hold your belly button area. And again, feel whatever you feel called to do here. Good. Go ahead, inhale, bring your hands down to the floor, and just sway right to left. Maybe think of something that you want to feel. Right now, I feel fluid, like water. Try to bring your shoulders and just play with them. Maybe inhale, roll them to your ears, and exhale, roll them down. Go ahead and inhale, bring those arms up overhead. And as you exhale, just go ahead and just play with it here. Play with motion. Feel free to roll any parts of your body that you want here. Go ahead and bring those hands down to your side. Just take a few detoxifying breaths. We want to release anything that doesn't serve us in this moment. No, we can't release it all, but we can release some of it right now intentionally. I feel. If you want, go ahead and step one leg out if it's accessible, maybe the right leg, and maybe bring that left leg in to your inner right thigh. And see if you can kind of press your sit bones into the floor. Really press that root chakra into the floor. And then if you want, you can maybe tap your right foot, kind of allow it to sway, pressing the heel into the floor. Good, y'all. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, reach to that right leg. Good. Just gonna reach and kind of come back like you're just playing. And that's really what this practice is about, just playing with movement. Go ahead and place your hand on your leg. And if you want, go ahead and touch your leg. Just kind of notice it. Inhale, maybe roll that hand up your thigh. It feels good. Good. Go ahead and inhale, step that left, press that left foot out. Exhale, bring that right leg in this time, switching. And then do the same thing, pressing that left leg into the floor and pointing those toes and feels good. Whatever movement you want to do here. Go ahead and inhale, hands up overhead. And then exhale. Reach. If you want, go ahead and press your hand along your left leg. Maybe you feel energy here, maybe you don't. I just feel like my hair. Kind of doing a little movement. I'm not feeling a little tingling sensation. I also have candles lit and incense, so I'm just in the zone over here. One more time. Good. If you want, I want you to bring both legs in, heels touching with a butterfly, same for bound angle. Ooh. And we're just going to rock from right to left. And again, I invite you to do whatever movement feels good. I think that movement can be as sensual as you want it, as fluid as you want it. This is for you, really, whatever you need. But there are yoga poses you can look up that tap into whatever chakra that you desire to be tapped into. And sometimes it taps into more than one, and that's okay. Okay. Go ahead and maybe drop your legs to whatever side you want. Maybe get on your tabletop position, hands and knees. I'm gonna go this way. And here we'll do a few cat and cows. So here, go ahead and inhale, arch your back, bringing your tailbone up, crown to the ceiling. Exhale, roll spine. Inhale, arch back for cow. Exhale, roll spine for cat. Now, there are also yoga poses that are in Sanskrit. And to honor this practice, you can always try learning a pose or two in Sanskrit. And if you want, go ahead and take some organic movements. Maybe you roll your tailbone in circles. Maybe thinking about what you want to feel in your sacral area, that sweet spot, that divine energy. Roll it. Everyone, just go ahead and roll your hips. You can gracefully go faster. See if you can roll counterclockwise and clockwise. Inhale, right. Exhale, left, if that feels good in your body. Just kind of like you're pointing your hips to each side of the room. And if you want, you can widen your legs and place a towel or something under your legs for more comfort under your knees. And you can stay here and keep rolling. Pressing your hands into the floor for more stability. When I press my hands into the floor, I can like rotate my hips faster. Hey, okay. But this is going to help your solar plexus and that sacral, that yellow and orange. Okay. Go ahead and take a few more movements here, whether it's cat, cow, hip movements, whatever. See if we can go slow. Maybe bend at the elbows. Good. And then when you're ready, you can extend your right leg out and go ahead and sweep it over energetically to that right leg, to that right arm. And I'm just going to show you so you can see me fully. But you're going to put your magic, aka your weight, into the left leg. Stack this right knee over ankle. And just kind of just open up your heart here. Maybe press that right arm against your right leg. If you want, you can hold your tummy area. Maybe put your left hand on your hip. See if you can kind of push your hip out. Inhale, bring hands up overhead. Exhale, back down. See if you can imagine creating an orange circle over your body. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, paint those arms down. One more time. Inhale, create your orange circle. And then exhale, back down. Good. Inhale, bring that left arm up. As you exhale, bring it over to the right leg and maybe look back at it. Do whatever you want here. And it's okay to take the area in your body that's kind of bringing you pain or negative charge emotions. It just feels good for you. Inhale, both arms up. Hey, exhale, bring them down. Heel toe that right leg back. And again, if you want support, you can bring a towel or something under that leg. Go ahead and extend the left leg out. And then sweep it all over energetically to that left elbow. And then when you're ready, you can glute to rise. Stacking that knee over your ankle, or whatever feels comfortable in your body, because you know. And again, go ahead and press that arm into that inner thigh. Good. And then go ahead and inhale. Bring that right arm up, all over to the left, and look back at it. Do a little twist here. And if you want, you can bring your gaze, your third eye to the ceiling. This is your practice. This is your body. You decide what you want. Good. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, go ahead and paint Inhale, orange circle. Exhale, arms down. Good. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. And then inhale, right arm up over. And then exhale back down. Inhale, arm up. And just do whatever you want here. Maybe a little twist. If you want to open up this leg. This leg always kind of needs to be opened up a little bit more for me. But whatever you need. Good. Go ahead and inhale. Both hands to the left. Reach up overhead. Exhale, bring those hands back down. And then heel toe that front leg and bring it back. And if you want, you can widen your thighs. Let me bring a pillow under your heart. If you have a bigger heart, this is helpful to bring the floor up to you. And go ahead and widen. Just walk your palms out in front of you. Just lower down for child's pose. That might feel comfortable with your legs wide, tailbone up to the ceiling. And if you don't feel good in that, you can also just go ahead and bring those knees in. Roll your spine up into like a mini circle and kind of just lay here as well. Maybe pillow, head to pillow. Good. Okay. Full breath here. Returning back to what you feel. I feel fluid. What do you feel? What do you want to feel? Do you want to feel in connection? Do you want to feel erotic? Do you want to feel healing? Do you want to feel whatever you name it? And if you don't feel those things, maybe you just feel, I feel tired, and that's okay. It's okay to acknowledge the truth. We don't have to be super positive all the time. We're acknowledging, but go ahead and walk those palms up to your knees. We're doing a lot of knee work. Stay in hero pose. And just walk a little bit up a little bit so you can see me better. You can place your hands on your hips. Just kind of push that heart out. If you want, maybe you can widen your legs so it's more comfortable. This is the last pose we're going to do. See if you can kind of bring that hip up energetically to your elbow. There's a little rotation here. If that feels good. If that doesn't feel good, you can also kind of bring your hip up and place it down. Hip up and down. Because rotating on your knees can be painful, depending. But yeah, it's all about just movement. Being with your body. Good. Maybe one more time on each side. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and maybe bring your palms down. Untuck those knees in front of you and sit maybe cross legs or just sit easy seat, whatever feels good for you. I hope this was helpful for y'all. Again, talking about anything related to movement or energy and vibrations, or even like, the chakra system, it requires a lot. And 30 minutes does not give it justice. What I hope that you take away is that you are magical, and that healing can look at what healing could look like, whatever form that you choose. And that movement, it doesn't have to be binary, as much as folks might want us to think so. It doesn't have to be this or that. It could be whatever you want it to be, whatever you dream it to be. And yeah, hope you have a magical time. And thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm Momo, pronouns they, them, theirs, these, theirs, and bye.